Hello students, today we will learn the one of our illustration from the assessment of cooperative chapter. See the question. Mandya Cooperative Society is engaged in processing agricultural produce of its members without the aid of power and its marketing. It furnishes the following particulars for the year under in that income from processing of agricultural produce rupees 26,000, income from marketing agricultural produce rupees 18,000, income from agency business rupees 95,000, dividend from other cooperative societies rupees 46,000, interest on bank deposits gross value rupees 32,000, income from letting of godowns rupees 12,000. The society donated rupees 10,000 to PMNRF. Compute total income and tax liability. So with this information we have to compute the total income and tax liability. So how to compute total income? So the computation of total income is similar as we calculated for the assessment of individual. Similarly we have to compute the gross total income even in the case of cooperative society. So here Mandya Cooperative Society. So it is a cooperative society engaged in processing agricultural produce of its member. So it is engaged in the processing of agricultural produce to its members without the aid of power. So their processing is without the aid of power, and its marketing without the aid of power, and marketing also done by this cooperative society. It furnishes the following particulars for the year. Under that, first one is income from processing of agricultural produce. So we have learnt about the ATP. So in the previous class we have learnt about the deduction under section ATP. So banking business, cottage industry, or a marketing of agricultural produce, purchase of agricultural implements, processing of agricultural produce, collective disposal of labor, fishing and allied activities, all those. So these are the income we have to take under the business income. Once we have to take, if it is a business income, then we have to take under business income. Later for that income they can claim deduction under section ATP. So these income should be added to the business income and later they can claim deduction under section ATP. Now we'll see one by one. So it furnishes the following particulars for the year. Under that, it furnishes the following particulars for the year. Under that, income from processing agricultural produce. So this one, income from processing of agricultural produce, once we have to take under the business income, and for this income they can claim deduction under section ATP. Next, income from marketing agricultural produce 18,000. So once we have to take it as a business income, later they can claim deduction under section ATP. Income from agency business. So 95,000 value we have to take under the business income. Later they can claim deduction under section ATP, that is income from agency business. So here Mandya Cooperative Society is engaged in the agency business and they earn a income from this agency business. So income from agency business, it is nothing but income from other activities. So for the income from other activities, the cooperative society can claim deduction of 50,000, maximum 50,000 deductions they can claim. Maximum 50,000 deduction they can claim under section ATP. So once the total income we have to take under business income, later deduction maximum 50,000 they can claim in case of income from other business. So if Mandya Cooperative Society is a consumer cooperative society, then we can take maximum 1 lakh for the agency business. So here it is not a consumer cooperative society, it is other cooperative society. So maximum 50,000 we can take under section ATP. Next, so dividend from other cooperative society 46,000. So once this income, dividend income, we have to take under the head income from other source, and again for this income he can claim, this Mandya Cooperative Society can claim deduction under section ATP. Next, interest on bank deposit rupees 32,000. So for this 32,000 amount, This 32,000 interest on bank deposit is taxable under the head income from other source, but there is no deduction for this. This is not relating to income from cooperative society, so there is no deduction for this interest on bank deposit. Next, income from letting of godowns. So this one we have to take under the house property income. Once we have to take under the house property income, income from letting of godowns. So again, this income can be claimed deduction under section 80P. So here it is assumed that the godown is used for the agricultural purpose, because the cooperative society is engaged in the processing of agricultural products. So it is assumed that the godown is used for the storage of the agricultural products. So we can claim deduction under section 80P. Next, the society donated 10,000 to PMNRF. So this donation, this Mandya Cooperative Society can claim deduction under section 80G. So cooperative society is eligible to claim deduction under section 80G. So with this we have to compute total income and tax liability. So now we will solve the solution. So here in this question they asked to compute the total income and tax liability. Now we have to find the total income. So we have to write the heading computation of total income of Mandya Cooperative Society for the assessment year 2020-21. So we have to compute total income as it is. Here the one extra thing is we have deduction under section 80P. One more extra deduction we are going to get here is deduction under section 80P, that is mainly relating to income from cooperative society. So we will calculate the total income first. So write the heading computation of total income of Mandya Cooperative Society for the assessment year 2020-21. So solution for the question number 1, computation of total income of Mandya Cooperative Society for the assessment year 2020-21. So draw 3 column, one particular column and two amount column. So here the first section is section 22, income from house property. So under the income from house property we have here, that is income from letting of godown 12,000 rupee. Income from rupees 12,000. So there is no other house property income, directly we can take in the outer column. Next section 28, income from business. So under that we have to take all the business income given here. So that is one by one we have to take here, that is income from processing. So here the furnishes the following particulars for the year. Under that, income from processing of agriculture produce 26,000, income from marketing agriculture produce 18,000, income from agency business 95,000. So these are 3 business income given in the question. So write one by one. First one is income from processing agricultural produce. So amount is 26,000. Next, income from marketing, agricultural produce, that is 18,000. Next, third one is income from agency business. So the value given in the question is 95,000. So that is a business income. So total 3 business income is given in the question. So there is no other business income. So total it will be 1,39,000. 1,39,000 is a total business income. Next, section 45, capital gain. So there is no capital gain given in this question, nil. Next, section 56, So that is relating to income from other source. So here we have to take the income from other sources. So under that we have here dividend from other cooperative societies 46,000, interest on bank deposits 32,000. Two income from other source. So write one by one. Dividend from other cooperative society. So amount is 46,000. Next, interest on bank deposit 32,000. So total income from other source is 46,000 plus 32,000, that is 78,000. So there is no other income. So we have to find the gross total income, that is the total of these heads of income. So 12,000 plus 1,39,000 plus 78,000 is equal to 2,29,000. So this is a gross total income. Now from this gross total income, deduction can be claimed, that is deduction under section 80. So here in this question they have given deduction, that is first deduction is society donated 10,000 to PMNRF. So this is a without limit, we can take directly 100% 10,000. First deduction 80G, that is relating to donation to PMNRF. So 100% deduction is available, that is how much? 10,000. Next deduction, important deduction in the assessment of cooperative, that is ATP deduction. So that is relating to income of cooperative society. So this deduction mainly relating to income of cooperative society. So here we have to write all the income relating to cooperative society. So that is income from letting of godown 12,000 we have to take, income from processing of agricultural produce 26,000, income from marketing agricultural produce 18,000, income from agency business. So this we can take maximum 50,000, not more than that. Then capital gain cannot be claimed here. Income from other source, under income from other source we have dividend from other cooperative society. So it is a cooperative society, so we can claim. Interest on bank deposit we cannot claim. So we have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 item here. Deduction is only for the 5 items. So we will take one by one. First one is income from letting of godown. How much? 12,000 rupee. Second one is income from processing agricultural produce. So that is 26,000. Third one, income from marketing agricultural produce. So that is 18,000. Fourth one, income from agency business. So this is the income from other activity. So here for the other activity, deduction maximum how much? 50,000. They can claim maximum 50,000, not more than that. So here in this question given value is 95,000. So we can claim here only 50,000, not more than that. Okay, if it is consumer cooperative society, if in the question if they give Mandya consumer cooperative society, then we can take this 95,000. So here they have not given it is a consumer cooperative society, means it is a other business activity. So we have to take maximum 50,000. So this is nothing but it is relating to this income from other activities. So if it is a consumer cooperative society, 1 lakh deduction. If it is any other case, then 50,000. That is for the income from other activities. So income from agency business is not relating to this cooperative. So they can claim deduction maximum 50,000. So that is over. Next is here dividend from cooperative society. So all the income relating to cooperative society can be claimed deduction under section 80P. So how much? That is 46,000. So but he cannot, this Mandya Cooperative Society cannot claim deduction for the interest on bank deposits, 32,000. So all these deductions can be claimed under section 80P. These are the deduction under section 80P and 80G 10,000. So the total deduction is 10,000 plus 12,000 plus 26,000 plus 18,000 plus 50,000 plus 46,000. So the total it comes to 1,62,000. So now the total income is gross total income minus deduction under section 80. So that is equal to 67,000 is the taxable total income. So on this income the cooperative society has to pay their tax. So now we have to compute the tax liability. Now we have to compute the tax liability of, this is a normal tax liability. Now we'll calculate the normal tax liability first. So normal tax liability, that is nothing but the tax we have to calculate as per the tax slab. So that is for the first 10,000 rupee 10%, next 10,000 rupee 20%, on balance 30%. So draw two column. So first here we can calculate normal tax liability and here we can calculate alternate minimum tax. Alternate minimum tax, nothing but AMT. Alternate minimum tax, AMT. So first we'll calculate the normal tax, particulars amount, So now we'll calculate the normal tax liability first. So that is for the, on first there is no long term short term capital gain. If there is any special income, we have to tax first the special income. So first 10,000 income. So what is the total income? 67,000. In this 67,000, first 10,000 income, the tax rate is 10%. So 10,000 into 10% is equal to 1,000. Next 10,000 rupee 20%. So 10,000 into 20% is equal to 2,000. So next as per tax slab, next is above 20,000. So 20,000 is taxed. Next above 20,000 means 67,000 minus 20,000. How much? Balance. So on balance. So how to compute balance? That is the total income 67,000 minus the tax already taxed, 10,000 minus 10,000. So that is how much? 47,000. So on 47,000 income 30%. So that is equal to 14,100. So now the total tax is 17,100. So in this question there is no, if total income exceeds 1 crore we have to apply surcharge. So there is no, the total income is less than 1 crore, so there is no surcharge. Next we can add health and education cess. So that is at 4% on the taxes so computed. That is 17,100 into 4%. So that is equal to 684. So if you add tax as well as tax slab tax as well as health and education cess, so the total will be 17,784. So this is the tax liability, normal tax. Next, alternate minimum tax we have to compute, that is 18.5% on this total income. So we have to take AMT, that is calculation is on this 67,000 on total income, 67,000 into 18.5 percentage, so that will be 12,395. So there is no other taxes here, so the total is 12,395. So AMT total is 12,395. So here cooperative society has to pay minimum 12,395 tax to the income tax department. If their normal tax is more, then they have to pay their normal tax. Means here we have to take the tax liability, tax payable by the cooperative society, by the Mandya cooperative society, that is whichever is high we have to take that. So the actual tax liability by the Mandya cooperative society is 17,784 because it is more than AMT. So actual tax liability, how much? Rupees 17,784. So this is how we taken, whichever is high we have to take as a actual tax liability. So here if you want we can take whichever is high. Among normal tax and AMT, whichever is high we have to take. If you want we can calculate, show the calculation, that is normal tax, how much? 17,784. AMT how much? 12,395. So here whichever is high is taken as a 17,784 is taken as a actual tax liability. Understood?